Well, the African National Congress in Mpumalanga has thrown its support behind President Cyril Ramaphosa's bid for a second term as president and proposed Ronald Lamola as the party's deputy. Lamola, along with the Treasurer General Paul Mashatile, ANC NEC member Mpumalanga Provincial, Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mawiane, and incumbent Deputy President David Mabuza are all set to be vying for this position. Joining me now to discuss this further is political analyst Khaya Vilakazi. Khaya, thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining us on our program today. You know, back in April when Mandla Ndlovu was elected as Mpumalanga's new provincial chairperson, I think the writing was already on the wall there. He is a known Ramaphosa ally. The interesting development here seems to be this endorsement of Ronald Lamola. What can you tell us about that?
Good morning and good morning to your listeners. I think the one thing that has happened is a shifting of the sands. We believe and you trust that the incumbent deputy president emanating from this province would have some sort of support going into December. However, that support that one would all guarantee to does not exist, and it seems as if the province has shifted towards Ronald Lamola as deputy president.
But I think for a lot of people who are watching this is, of course, all happening outside the ANC's NEC nomination process, which has been pushed back. For people watching, perhaps there are questions around, Ronald Lamola's endorsement. I mean, does he carry a weight of support that's lofty enough, to recognize him as a potential number two to the ANC president?
Well, we need to remember that the PEC is a voting structure when it comes to ANC Elective Conference. However, the strongest number emanates from the branches. So if he has some sway within the branches, especially around the Bushbuck area region, then you believe that I think the numbers in the province are actually quite strong for him.
Now, obviously, his endorsement forms part of this sort of greater call for a generational mix within the ANC's top five leadership. We've seen similar calls coming through other structures, such as the ANC Youth League's task team. But let's talk about the other names that have been thrown into the hat when it comes to the position of Deputy President. We've got Treasurer General also acting in the office of the Secretariat, Paul Mashatile. We also have ANC NEC member Mpumalanga Provincial in the running, and Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mawiane. Let's talk about those other individuals who Ronald Lamola would potentially be up against.
So I think the most important thing is the power and the power bases that these individuals currently hold in the ANC. You'd know that Oscar Mawiane in Eastern Cape won his provincial elective conference, and I think he can have a bigger bite at the cherry if push comes to shove, because the Eastern Cape does have a large number of delegates when coming to the elective conference. And secondly, Paul Mashatile, who enjoys greater support in the Gauteng region. However, as an office bearer, as a national office bearer of the ANC, we've seen the ANC going into financial crisis, and this is a portfolio which he holds. And secondly, as the acting Secretary General, we've seen a push by NEC members to remove him from the position because they believe that he is gearing himself towards the December conference. And then lastly, Mpumalanga Provincial, I am without any knowledge of a power base that she actually has behind her to lobby for the deputy presidency. However, the ANC has been speaking about this renewal process, this integration process of getting young blood into top six position. And Ronald Lamola is or can be positioned as an integration of of youth people within the top 6, because you remember that in the ANC, you're considered youth until you turn probably 40.
Well, Khaya, thank you so much for your insights on this morning's program. That's political analyst Khaya Vilakazi joining us there to unpack the latest coming out of Mpumalanga's Provincial Executive Committee.